Am I the a-hole for being closer to my sons than my daughters? I have been married to my wife for 7 years. We have 4 kids. Me and my wife got into a pretty big argument recently, and I need unbiased opinions. I've always been closer to my sons than my daughters. You know I'm a boy, I like boy stuff, so do they. I don't like princesses or dolls. So, I've always gravitated towards my sons because we share more. The argument started after my wife had put the kids to bed one night. I was lying down, and she came into the room and confronted me about what my 7-year-old daughter had just told her. According to my wife, as she was tucking my daughter into bed, she started crying and asked, "Why doesn't daddy like me?" My wife told me that the kids noticed how I treated them differently, and I needed to stop acting like I hated my daughters. I told her I don't hate them, but we have nothing in common. She was pissed and started yelling at me about how immature I was being. I think it's stupid. Obviously, dads will be closer to their sons, that's just how the brain works. I tried explaining this to her, but she just didn't listen. She left, and I think she slept in my daughter's bed. I'm not sure. So am I the a-hole? I just want my wife to understand what I'm saying and she's not listening to me. Wife POV, I am the wife. I found this post because when I went into our room to get my charger he was asleep, but his laptop was still open with this Reddit thread. Idiot. I don't even have a Reddit account, so I needed to make this to post it here. First, I can assure you this is not fake, as many suggest. Here are a few other things my husband has done that he conveniently left out of his initial post. My daughter started crying to him about if he didn't like her, not to me. She only came to me when he didn't care. My husband has taken our sons on multiple vacations without our daughters. Using my money, might I add. My daughters were told it was a boys' trip and no girls were allowed. He refused to do both of my girls' daddy-daughter dances this past Christmas because he thought it was stupid. I danced with them instead. He tried to make my girls clean up their brother's mess because it's a girl's job to clean. I could go on for hours. I want to give everyone some more context. My husband works from home. By working from home, I mean he is completely unemployed. I am the sole breadwinner for the family. I am a doctor. I take sole responsibility in caring for the kids. He does nothing. I bring them to their sporting events, school events, appointments, etc. Ever since we had kids, he has been detached from our daughters. He used the same excuse he said here. He's a boy and doesn't like girl stuff. It's pretty hard not to get along with small children. They quite literally will do anything. My 7-year-old would run through the mud if it meant she got to play with her dad for 5 minutes. Seeing how much she yearns for a relationship with him is heartbreaking. This is unimportant, but my daughter loves boy stuff. She likes fishing with her grandpa and playing video games with her brother. So the excuse of her not liking boy stuff is dumb. He just doesn't like his daughter. Many people are probably wondering why I married him in the first place and why I haven't divorced him yet. To answer the first question, I was young and stupid. I ignored red flags and have now ended up here. I have put off divorce for so long strictly because it is hard to get a divorce. I am riddled with student loan debt, so I really couldn't afford it while taking care of 4 kids. This might have made me an a-hole for not leaving sooner, but I'm done now. This has sealed the deal for me. I've been crying all night thinking about my daughters. Not only them, but I know my sons are not being treated right either. My 6-year-old has noticed how his father treats his sisters, which makes him sad. He has offered his spot on vacation multiple times so that one of his sisters can go and his dad says no. I'm done with this. So when he wakes up tomorrow, he will be told to leave my house and that he will be hearing from my lawyer. I'm not putting up with him or any of his BS anymore. I love my kids more than life itself. Tomorrow morning I will take all 4 of them out on an ice cream date while he packs his things. No limit on how much they can buy, they deserve it. Thanks, Reddit, for showing him how stupid he is, and thank you for going to bat for my children and me. Have a good night.